Will Porker's up here.
A Holiday Superstore, Thursday on NBC.
8:49 left in the third quarter, and the Broncos pinned at their own 2-yard line as they begin this drive. And Siemian's going to go deep downfield into double coverage, and it is incomplete. Intended for Emmanuel Sanders. David Amerson back there covering along with Carl Joseph, their #1 draft choice out of West Virginia. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Pretty amazing. You don't see this very often, that they just played 2 deep safeties when you're coming off the goal line, but they were anticipating that kind of throw because of the fact the Denver Broncos have not been able to run it. So now they're back there playing pass defense. There's Carl Joseph, #1 pick.
Broncos averaging less than 3 yards a rush, and at least this gives them a little bit of breathing room as Demaryius Thomas gets out to the 8-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, and this is what happened to start the first half, right? They were going 3 and out and having to punt the ball, and the Raiders were getting it around midfield, and luckily the Denver defense was able to hold them to field goals, or this score might have gotten out of hand early.
3rd down call at 4 from the 8. Coliseum crowd in full throw here. Siemian spreads him out, 5 wide, throws. Sanders makes the catch. Flag is thrown. He's stopped a couple of yards shy of the 1st down, pending the call.
They just blocked downfield. And the contact, I think, happened too early.
Del Rio indicating, I don't want it. I want them to punt. That's what's going to happen.
Pass interference. Offense. Penalties decline. Brings up 4th down.
Take a look. Just going to make contact coming down the field before that ball gets to the receiver. So that flag was appropriate.
6th punt coming off the foot of Riley Dixon after Denver's 6th 3 and out of the night. And this is a boomer fielded at the 30 by Richard. Jalen Richard will get tackled at the 36-yard line. And they needed a good deep punt, and they got one. 59 yards. 20-10.
Enjoy your phone.
You too. All right, be cool. You got the amazing new iPhone 7 on the house by switching to AT&T. What? And you got unlimited data because you have DirecTV? Okay, just a few more steps.
Door!
It's cool.
Get the iPhone 7 on us and unlimited data when you switch to AT&T and have DirecTV.
Introducing the new turbocharged Volkswagen All-Track with 4Motion all-wheel drive, soon to be everywhere.
You got your mom's side, but just become side. You got it. I never thought I'd get married at 65 side. Hey, I'm just looking side, and you better buy that ride. Whew. This wide is nationwide. They have to know, protect and grow your many sides. Nationwide is on your side. Crossing the bridges, climbing the ridges.
Introducing the new turbocharged Volkswagen All-Track with 4Motion all-wheel drive, soon to be everywhere.
It's the last chance to lock in the championship 4. Who will join Jimmy Johnson as he seeks his record-tying 7th championship? Find out when the round of 8 concludes next Sunday on NBC.
Tonight's show coming up, Eddie Redmayne, one of the guys who'll be stopping by. Our pal Joe Buck is going to take a seat next to Jimmy Fallon, promote that new book of his on Tonight Show this week on NBC.
Let's hope they limit him to just lip syncing.
You got Harris back. You got Marshall back on the Denver defense. Murray is the back here to carry the ball. He's on his way to a 100-yard night to the 41-yard line, and we go to Michelle.
You mentioned Brandon Marshall being back. You know, he sat out last week because of a left hamstring injury. He just had it wrapped on the sideline, giving it a little support. You can see a heavy wrap under his pants on that left leg. He spent time jogging on it and doing some agility drills, but he didn't really push off of it or sprint, which tests that hamstring. So we'll see what happens here, Al.
All right, thank you, Michelle. Again, they have a game next week in New Orleans. Then he gets a week off. They'll take their bye. The Raiders will take their bye next week and then go to Mexico City to meet Houston on a Monday night. And slipping out of the grasp and finding room, Jalen Richard to get a first down. It's a 10-yard gain after what would have been no gain.
Most of these runs tonight have gone right here. Kelechi Osemele and Rodney Hudson. Watch the double team, the movement they get pushing back, and eventually Richard ends up finding that. Von Miller is going to get flattened out on his back. This has been a big, powerful offensive line dictating this game.
Meanwhile, the injured Bronco right now is Derek Wolfe, who's down. Also, Donald Penn is on the ground, needs attention.
Before I had the shooting, burning, pins and needles of diabetic nerve pain, these feet kicked off a lot of high school games, built a life for my family, and like to help others in need. But I couldn't bear my diabetic nerve pain any longer, so I talked to my doctor, and he prescribed Lyrica.
Nerve damage from diabetes causes diabetic nerve pain. Lyrica is FDA approved to treat this pain from moderate to even severe diabetic nerve pain. Lyrica may cause serious allergic reactions or suicidal thoughts or actions. Tell your doctor right away if you have these new or worsening depression or unusual changes in mood or behavior, or swelling, trouble breathing, rash, hives, blisters, muscle pain with fever, tired feeling, or blurry vision. Common side effects are dizziness, sleepiness, weight gain, and swelling of hands, legs, and feet. Don't drink alcohol while taking Lyrica. Don't drive or use machinery until you know how Lyrica affects you. Those who have had a drug or alcohol problem may be more likely to misuse Lyrica.
Now I have less diabetic nerve pain, and it's great to help others get back on their feet.
Ask your doctor about Lyrica.
Oh, the fishes will laugh as they swim out of the bath, and the seagulls, they'll be smiling, and the rocks on the sand.
So peaceful up here.
Yeah.
Introducing the new turbocharged Volkswagen All-Track with 4Motion all-wheel drive, soon to be everywhere.
This Wednesday, Agent Weller goes missing.
Life's over.
If there's a chance to get Weller back, we're in.
You're gonna need some serious backup.
New Blind Spot this Wednesday on NBC.
Tonight you love to hate in the National Hockey League Wednesday night rivalry. Good one as always. 7 o'clock Wednesday night. Chicago and St. Louis. NBCSN. The NHL. So now you got Penn out and Watson comes in for him. Over at right tackle. Wolf out. Gotsis takes his place. And on a 1st and 10 going. Nowhere is DeAndre Washington. There's Ward.
Whoa. When TJ Ward gets somebody squared up like that, they are going backwards. Take a look at this shot. Oh my goodness. He is a hitter. And Chris Harris liked it too.
Of course, the running back only 5'8". Now you got Penn coming back into the game, so he only missed one play at left tackle. 2nd down and 9.
Blue ID, what's up?
Nice hole here for DeAndre Washington. The 3-headed running back monster. Of course, Murray's the big guy. You know, you talk about that line, Chris, and what they've done and the free agent pickups and everything. Of course, you know, you think about the Raiders, you know what you think about. You think about Upshaw and Shell.
No question about it. How about Otto? And they're playing center too.
Right.
Here we go. Watch Penn right here go down and bury this thing. But there were double teams across the board. Kelechi Osemele is just kicking butt out here tonight. This guy's a monster.
3rd and 3 from the 43, and the pass is caught but smothered. There is DeAndre Washington as he gets taken down by a Roby, so that'll make it 4th down, and Marquette King will have to come in to punt.
Well, the Broncos just keep hanging on, don't they?
Jim Otto, speaking of 0-0.
Boy, that was some offensive line, wasn't it? That left side, they just sort of did what they wanted over there.
They had some pretty good skill people too.
Yeah,
Those years,
they
didn't
did. Yeah, they did.
Take Wolf back on a car to the Denver locker room. As King, last punt got down to 2. And this one is going to, they're going to stop this one with a flag down on the other side of the field. Holmes again. And there's King doing his celebration again. But let's see about the penalty. It's twice in a row. Holmes was the guy getting down there. Great job on special teams.
You know, as a punt returner, you can block that guy as long as you don't signal for a fair catch. And there's bad news there. Derek Wolfe, 4.5 sacks this year. Been having a great year.
Defense already minus Talib and Webster, and who knows about Marshall going forward.
Result of the play is a touchback. During the kick, holding, receiving team number 39. Penalties half the distance to the goal line. 1st down, Denver.
Penalty is on Nixon.
The foot hits the goal line. It's a touchback.
Last night this man, he talked to me. He said that you are the future.
I said, make them all public. I've been the most transparent public official in modern times, as far as I know.
I think I'm probably the most transparent person in public life.
I've been more transparent than anybody I can think of.
I didn't see any reason to keep them.
Well, people should and do trust me.
Future 45 is responsible for the content of this advertising.
I've been through a lot to earn this jersey, but Brandon over here just went to NFLshop.com and got his.
The best place to get authentic NFL gear, NFLshop.com.
Clete Blakeman said it was a touchback, but it was not. They put the ball at the 1-yard line, and we're frankly a little stunned that Denver has not challenged this. We'll show you why in a second as the pass is taken out of bounds, incomplete. Look again, you can see here goes Holmes. His foot touches the line, which is part of the end zone.
So now if you reestablish, you're okay, but before he gets that second foot down, he touches the ball.
He has to reestablish. I'm very surprised that Denver didn't challenge it. 2nd down and 10. And getting stuffed after a gain of 2 is Devontae Booker to make it 3rd down.
Little shot at Khalil Mack, delivering a shot on this one. Watch him chase it down the line of scrimmage. Cutbacks aren't so fun when he's on the other side of it, but Al, this is in general points. When that ball gets left on the 1-yard line, you're usually thinking in terms of what the defensive team is going to score once they get the punt back.
Under 4 to play in the quarter. 3rd down and 8. Crowd roaring again, and Siemian's going to go deep and incomplete, but a flag is thrown. Demaryius Thomas and DJ Hayden with the coverage on the play, and they're going to flag the Raiders. And what a huge break here for the Broncos, who got pinned, didn't challenge, and now they're going to wind up considerably further downfield.
Pass interference. Defense number 25. Ball placed in the spot of the foul. 1st down, Denver.
I didn't think the second one, that was
Right.
like tangled feet, but
I'm
the
with
first
you.
one may have been the foul that you could argue with, but the tangled feet shouldn't have been.
I'm with you too, because that's a good acting job by Thomas at that point. On a pass that looked like it was overthrown to begin with. But they get the pass interference call, which is a 27-yard penalty, and moves the ball out to the 30-yard line. You're right. It looks like the foul is initial. There.
A grab right there.
And then after that, well,
a little bit of a
yeah.
hook in there, but I think the tangled feet's really what sent him to the ground.
From the 30.
Look out.
And smothered by Khalil Mack. Well, sooner or later, he beats Donald Stevenson and gets the sack.
Michael Schofield didn't get out in time, and watch this inside move here. Going to set him up outside. Michael Schofield, the guard, couldn't get out there in time, and you could see that one coming from a mile away. Big swat by Khalil Mack, and that was a huge play. Man, he is something. He's a little bigger, stronger guy than Von Miller. Maybe not quite the moves, but boy, that inside move can be silky smooth sometimes.
There they are, the Sackmeisters. 2nd down and 19. And they're going to run it, and picking up a few yards out to the 26 goes Devontae Booker. Making it 3rd down and 14. Mack last year 5 sacks in week 14, all of them in the second half, tying a Raider record. Howie Long with 5 in a game, 20 since the start of the season, 2/5 of the team's total. Got off to a slow start in that department this year, but he has picked it up. 3rd and 14. Siemian has time. Looks downfield, fires, and finally finds the open man. Great extension of the play. Emmanuel Sanders able to finally spin free. Big 1st down on a 3rd and 14. Gain of 18.
Best play of the night for Trevor Siemian. 4-man rush, so you know there's at least one opening. He finds it, buys a little time, and then just finds his guy for the 1st down, Emmanuel Sanders. Great play that time by Trevor Siemian.
From the 44, final 2 minutes of the quarter. Siemian again in the pocket, great protection. Virgil Green, tight end, and Green out of bounds finally at the 30-yard line. So the Denver Broncos, who were pinned at their own 1, gain of 26, have taken it to the 30-yard line of Oakland.
Really nice move by Virgil Green that time, jumping inside Malcolm Smith to get that opening down the field.
Go! 57! Yeah! Go!
Bibbs. Gain of 1. 2nd down and 9 for the reigning Super Bowl champs.
Latham right here is going to come up and make this play. It looked like it might be heading somewhere. He just stayed with it and actually stuck that big leg out and made a tackle. Just 21 years old, pretty amazing.
2nd down and 9 from the 29-yard line. Tipped again, flag thrown. Intended for Devontae Booker. Going to be against the defense. So against the Raiders here.
Wonder if this could be offensive.
I thought I saw him point to Oakland.
Prior to the pass, holding Defense, number 57. It's a 5-yard penalty. First down, Denver.
Corey James, rookie linebacker.
Here we go, right here. They tried to run that little play underneath, so with the backs coming out, and I was just wondering, because they love calling those pick calls right now, if they might have interpreted that as offensive pass interference. They did not.
Didn't see that. What they saw, though, was James. He comes out. Riley is in there now in the middle. From the 24-yard line, Siemian under pressure again, and is able to escape and then finally throw it away.
See, outside the tackle box.
Yeah, and that's going to be the question here. They're going to talk about nobody really being in the neighborhood, so Blakeman wants to check it out with his associates.
That is close.
He's in the he's clearly between the tackles, and he's throwing it away. But somebody has to be in the neighborhood.
Well, but I think he got outside. This is close.
They just threw the flag, so. Yeah, there's really
intentional grounding. Offense number 13. A 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. It's also a loss of down. Brings up second down.
All right, so right about there is where you would have had to go outside of that. That's a tight call.
Yeah, real tight.
And big call.
Initially not called. And the back judge came in and said there was nobody in my neighborhood. So 2nd and 20, as it turns out, good call, especially if you're a Raider fan. And on 2nd and 20, rolling to his right and then throwing that one out of bounds because Perry Riley put the heat on, setting up a 3rd down and 20.
Perry Riley like an inside straight for the Oakland Raiders. It was their one really glaring need. They needed veteran leadership, a guy that had been through the battles, and Jack Del Rios was just so excited. They got a chance to pick him up. David Amerson came over, was cut by the Redskins as well. He said, I can't wait to see who they're going to give me next year.
3rd and 20, if nothing else, can they get into field goal range? Right now you're looking at a 52-yarder, so in essence they are. But obviously would like to be a little closer. And here is Sanders, and Sanders will get them closer and set up about a 45-yard attempt, which we will probably see at the other end of the field because the 3rd quarter is expiring as we speak. So that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. A field goal attempt coming as we start the 4th. End of 3, 20-10 Oakland, and Sunday Night Football back after these messages.
This December,
Hairspray Live. The biggest stars come together for the musical event of the season. Hairspray Live, this December on NBC.
This election season,
when you expect answers,
access, and insight
to help make sense of it all
from across the nation
to the races here in Wave Country,
we have the campaign covered.
Together,
we're your home for Decision 2016.
Monday morning, we're only a day away from voting. What kind of weather are you going to be greeted with?
It'll look a lot different out here after a time change you might like. We'll stay on top of the traffic situation.
U of L and Bellarmine back on the hardwood. We'll get you ready for the big matchup Monday on Wave 3 News Sunrise.
It's Integrity Staffing's Opportunity Open House hiring event. We have immediate job opportunities for pick, pack, ship, and receive warehouse positions in Shepherdsville and Jeffersonville. You'll earn a competitive pay rate with weekly paychecks and immediate benefits. We're making instant job offers today during our open house. Walk right in and apply. No appointment needed. Or start the process online at kworknow.com. Don't miss your chance for a great job with benefits. Apply now. Integrity Staffing, your opportunity engine.
It's our favorite time of year. A time for family, cheer, and fun, all with great savings. No matter what your family is dreaming of on Christmas morning, Academy Sports and Outdoors is here to help. Great prices on gifts they'll love for a Christmas they'll never forget. And we guarantee the best prices, or we'll beat any competitor's price by 5%. Get 25% off select Under Armour textiles and footwear. Best prices guaranteed at Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Dawn G, weeknights on Wave 3 News.
Fourth quarter starts in Oakland. Al Michaels, Chris Collinsworth, Michelle Tafoya will have a 44-yard field goal attempt for Brandon McManus to try to turn this into a 7-point game. And the opening play of the fourth quarter is a 44-yard field goal to make the score Oakland 20, Denver 13.
Come on, Dad.
They tell me I'm a bone. 2 ballers standing alongside my love. Oh, talk about my love. Talk about my love.
You ready, Dad?
Aerial coverage tonight being brought to you by Geico, part of the Bay Bridge, what used to be the cantilevered portion. Built that section leading to Yerba Buena and Treasure Island from the East Bay, and then the iconic bridge at the top left of the screen connecting Oakland and San Francisco. Back we come to the Coliseum. Tight ball game, battle for first place in the AFC West. And the kickoff is taken 5 yards into the end zone for a touchback.
Von Miller and Khalil Mack. So far tonight, look at the number of disruptions that the quarterback has to deal with, and that's with both of these teams focusing a lot of their attention in protection on exactly those two guys. And so very cleanly played game so far tonight. No turnovers by either side. And it was Bill Musgrave talking about that from his side, they had to just make sure that they didn't give Denver those short fields. That's a large percentage of their offense comes from short fields off a turnover. So need to keep that ball control rolling here.
Now it'll really get interesting as we head down the stretch, and the pass is caught. And first down, he came back, did Crabtree, and then he takes it up to the 38-yard line. He is tackled there by Chris Harris. So that's his first catch of the night. Crabtree, the #1 draft choice of the 49ers back in 09.
Yep. And he was taking a few picks after Darius Hayward-Bay, who's now playing for Pittsburgh, and a guy they could have taken and ended up getting much later in his career.
Carr 16 out of 25 for 139 yards, so a lot of the stuff has been short. And now spinning to the outside. There goes Murray. Nice tackle is made after a 7-yard gain by Darian Stewart. And we go to Michelle.
Well, Denver defensive end Derek Wolfe, we saw him go back on a cart to the locker room. He is questionable with a right elbow injury. Remember, Brandon Marshall just nursing that left hamstring. He's been trying to keep warm on the sideline, and they're also without Aqib Talib and Kayvon Webster. So this Denver defense continues to get depleted.
And Michelle, there is one Wade Phillips, who, because of taking that knockdown blow last week, is calling the signals from the coach's box instead of the sideline tonight. Second and a deuce. And that'll be a first down on a 4-yard gain for DeAndre Washington, right to the midfield stripe.
Well, that was a pretty good move by Washington there, because Sylvester Williams basically came unblocked and was staring right down the face of Washington and couldn't lay a glove on him.
Right on the 50-yard line.
There's Reggie Herring as well, who called the signals last week in that win, taking over for Wade Phillips. Had a first and goal at the 2, brought pressure every single down and won the game.
Your old teammate?
Yeah, my high school teammate. How about that?
Fires over the middle and a 15-yard gain to Clive Walford, the tight end, tackled by Ward. Right on the money, a bullet.
Well, he's starting to work now a little bit on these inside linebackers as they get farther down the list. Corey Nelson, Zaire Anderson, these are guys that are typically chasing kicks down the field. And this defense just doesn't have its weapons. They just don't. I mean, you're not going to get that much practice time with the group that is out there on the field right now.
A little over 12 minutes left in regulation. Plowing forward for a gain of 4, DeAndre Washington. First place in the division at stake. Winner of this game goes to 7-2. The loser drops to 3rd place. Don't forget Kansas City, the Chiefs, who were on a roll all at the end of last season, and they've started out 6-2 this year. Beat Jacksonville today. And the Chargers, well, every time they're assumed dead, they win as they did today, so they're 4-5.
Arguably the best division in football
at the moment. NFC's pretty good too. Catch made. And to the 24-yard line goes Amari Cooper for a first down. The Coop salute.
Watch this nice quick move right here against Roby. He is lightning quick, but then he's got to deal with the safety, TJ Ward, coming up. That's the second time we've seen him spin away from a big hit. This young man had some real problems with drops a season ago, dropping 20% of the passes thrown, which is an extraordinary number. Has it under control and starting to make some of those big plays we all thought he would make coming out of Alabama.
5 grabs tonight for him. From the 24, Carr. Line does its job. And he'll just run out of bounds. Nobody got open. Second down.
Well, I tell you, Donald Penn has been doing a job out here. This time going against Von Miller. He's seen that inside spin move before and just threw him to the ground. That was as good a protection as you could have. And still, Derek Carr couldn't find anybody open.
Derek Wolfe downgraded to out. So they're -1 defensive end. Von Miller now comes out of the game on this play. DeMarcus Ware comes in. The spot Ware, trying to play him maybe 20 plays a game, 20 or 30 tops. And at the 21-yard line, a stoppage there, setting up a 3rd down and 7. That's Murray, and with that small gain, Murray has now gained 100 yards tonight on 16 carries. It's a nice average, over 6 per tote.
And I'll bet 15 of those carries came behind Kelechi Osemele. I can't take my eyes off of this guy. He is literally driving people off the ball, single blocks, double team blocks. He's having a monster night.
5th year, his first 4 with the Baltimore Ravens. Third and 7. Carr protected well again, and the pass is caught and taken out of bounds at the 1-yard line, and they're going to say, the 2 officials looking at each other right now, they're going to call it incomplete. So again, the officials able to confer. One guy has one angle, the other guy has the other angle, and the Broncos turned out to be right. That's Roberts there. 1 foot down, 2nd foot out. Yep.
Nice piece of officiating. Boy, that was a slick move there. Came down and stopped and then did a little pirouette to get himself that open.
And a flag on the play as well. Penalizing Penn. Want to go over the options here with Gary Kubiak. So you have a call on Penn. Wouldn't have been a touchdown anyway, even had he stayed in. Or even a first and goal.
To accept the penalty. 3rd down from that spot.
So they're going to try and drive them back. Don't want to give them that layup of a field goal. Of course, we've seen Sebastian Janikowski struggle. Missed one earlier from about that distance and missed 2 last week.
So the penalty takes them back to the 31, where it'll be 3rd down and 17. Blitz comes and juggled and then hauled Crabtree loses his helmet, but holds onto the football. Wow.
I thought A.J. Green was the only juggler in the National Football League.
Circus catch.
Helmet comes off, and interesting to see exactly. Didn't think his knee went to the ground when I first saw it, but yeah, it did.
Of course, once the helmet comes off, the play is over to begin with. Now Janikowski comes in. This will be a 35-yard attempt to try to extend the lead to a 2-possession lead, which he does. Good from 35. So with 8:19 left in the battle for first. 23-13 Oakland.
Okay, Google, show me Korean restaurants in Boulder.
I found a few places.
The new Pixel, phone by Google, exclusively on Verizon. The only next-gen network that lets you get the most out of it.
How is this possible?
Because Verizon LTE Advanced delivers 50% faster peak speeds in 450 cities coast to coast. Buy a Pixel and get up to $400 back. And get 20 gigs of data with no surprise overages. And 4 lines for only $40 each. Why settle when you can have it all on Verizon?
When you stole the throne, witch, you took away my strongest ally, my father. But you didn't know me. You never thought I'd fight back. You don't know me. But you will.
So it begins.
Rated M for mature.
Wake up!
Come on! Why are you sleeping?
Come on! What time is it?
It's go time!
Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go! I feel like I went to bed an hour ago. I'll make the cocoa.
Get a great offer on the car of your grown-up dreams at the Mercedes-Benz winter event.
It's the look on their faces that makes it all worthwhile.
But hurry, these offers end soon.
Sunday Night Football brought to you by Verizon. Join a better network because better matters. By Walmart, save money, live better. By Dishonored 2, rated M for mature. And by Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing. Speaking about the best.
There you go.
Coach Madden right there, riding off on the shoulders of his team. There's Virginia Madden, our best to the coach, who is looking in tonight from his home in nearby Pleasanton.
How many football games do you think she's seen over the years?
300, something like that. And a touchback here with 8:19, and Siemian leading his team, trying to come from 10 back.
Do you think he gets around so fast? Take the reins this holiday and get the Mercedes-Benz you've always wanted during the winter event. Hurry, offers end soon.
It's your TV. Take it with you. With DirecTV and AT&T, watch all your live channels on your devices data-free. Switch to DirecTV and lock in your price for 2 years. Offers starting at $50 a month.
The harder the climb, the better the reward. Coors Light. Whatever your mountain, climb on.
So what's your news?
I got a job. I'll be programming at GE.
Oh, I got a job too.
Zazzies.
The app where you put fruit hats on animals. I love that.
Guys, I'll be writing code that helps machines communicate.
I just zazzied you.
Look at it. Oh!
I can do dogs, hamsters, guinea pigs, you name it.
I'm going to transform the way the world works.
I programmed that hat, and I can do cassava melons.
I'll be helping turbines power cities.
I put a turbine on a cat.
I can make hospitals run more efficiently.
This isn't a competition.
We
We are Wednesday night. We are rivalry. We are 50 years of Midwest madness. We are the night you love to hate. Wednesday Night Rivalry on NBCSN.
That's how Week 10 starts in the NFL. You got the Cleveland Browns going into Baltimore to take on the suddenly resurgent Ravens. Won a big one today against Pittsburgh to go to 4-4. Tied for the top spot in the AFC North. From the 25-yard line, Siemian starts this drive with an inside handoff to Devontae Booker. Boy, they really miss C.J. Anderson. Let's take a look at Mack's night tonight.
Yeah, Khalil Mack, he came up with 1 sack, but he's really been kind of working one-on-one all night against Donald Stevenson. And I think that if you ask the Broncos, they'd be pretty happy with what Stevenson's done.
Siemian finds the open man. That's Norwood who scored the touchdown in the first half onto the 47-yard line. Big play there as they run the hurry up. Good for 20 yards.
Yeah, and that's where the holes in this is going to be, Al, because they're starting to play some deeper zones. They've got a 10-point lead. They're going to allow some underneath things. So I think at this point, Trevor Siemian, just be patient, take it. It's there.
Hangs in the pocket again. Might have been contacted. Bruce Irvin came in to bust it up. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Like Trevor Siemian was having some trouble, and Matt Paradis couldn't hear what he was saying. And communication, this place is starting to rock and roll a little bit. They're smelling first place in Oakland, whether they're going to Las Vegas or not.
From the 47. Siemian pressured, lost the ball at the 39-yard line. Big scramble for it. Bruce Irvin created it. Blakeman trying to get to the bottom of the pile with the other officials. Broncos are sure they have it, and they do, but they pay a big price here on a sack for 8 yards. And now they're going to say the Raiders have. They're initially saying Denver had it. They get to the bottom of the pile and go the other way. And that would be the first turnover of the game.
And I think Donald Stevenson saying I had it at one point. Watch a little fake spin move right there by Bruce Irvin, and just too much for Okun. There you have former Seahawks going at it head to head.
Of course, every turnover gets reviewed. So they'll look at that. Officials are holding them up until this can be confirmed. Mack is the guy who forces the fumble. And again, they'll take a closer inspection. And they just confirmed it. That there was a clear recovery as well as a fumble. And the ball is at the 39-yard line. So a tremendous break for the Raiders with 7:13 remaining in the fourth. First turnover for either team tonight. Now from the 39-yard line. Carr throwing through a lot of traffic, and then is going to be picked up by Ward. What a turnabout. Just when the Broncos looked like they were at death's door, the very next play is an interception for T.J. Ward, and the Broncos get the ball back if it stands.
Nobody comes into this house without paying the price.
State Farm knows that for every one of those moments, there's one of these.
Nobody comes into this house without paying the price.
More people save by combining their home and auto with State Farm to help life go right.
You're the guy with the case full of monsters, huh? That can get you killed, Mr. Scamander.
Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Rated PG-13.
Wake up! Come on! Why are you sleeping? Come on!
What time is it?
It's go time! Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go!
I feel like I went to bed an hour ago. I'll make the cocoa.
Get a great offer on the car of your grown-up dreams at the Mercedes-Benz winter event.
It's the look on their faces that makes it all worthwhile.
But hurry, these offers end soon.
Tomorrow, in A Voice First, the top 20 will become the top 12 in one night. So grab your apps, because the performances and eliminations will happen live in real time.
That blew my mind.
The Voice Special live playoff event tomorrow on NBC.
So they're reviewing this one. We think it's going to be an incomplete pass because you're going to see the ball clearly touches the ground, which is okay. But if the ground helps you control the football, that's another story. So it gets reviewed, and the Raiders will get a big break here because we think this one is going to be overturned. Initially ruled as an interception. Gets his hand halfway under it, but clearly the ground helps him control it. And we'll wait for the official call from Blakeman.
Yeah, when that right hand twisted when the ball hit the ground, that became a difference maker.
So Blakeman is coming out onto the field to make the call. Here it is.
After reviewing the play, the receiver did not have control of the ball when it hit the ground. It is an incomplete pass. It'll bring up second down. Please put 7 minutes, 9 seconds on the game clock, 7:09.
Yep. Just watch the right hand. It'll just twist off when the ball hits the ground. And at that point, you have to say the ground helped them secure the catch.
So we go back to a second down and 10 at the 39-yard line.
For Denver, you have to hold them to the field goal here.
What's up?
Keep it a two-possession game. And that's to the 35-yard line. Latavius Murray already in the triple figures, and that's 103 yards and 2 touchdowns for big number 28, who now wants to come out of the game for at least one play.
I mean, I don't know what the exact numbers are, but I'm going to guess around 80%, maybe even higher than that, have been runs off that left side. It is a tremendous left side. It is as good as there is in the league. Donald Penn, Kelechi Osemele, Rodney Hudson, and then they pull guards and tight ends around in behind those guys. That's what they've been doing all night.
3rd and 7, blitz coming. Carr going deep, and it'll be broken up. And a flag is thrown. You have Nixon back there on the play, just activated. Johnny Holton was the intended receiver, so 2 guys toward the bottom of the depth chart. You got 2 flags there.
There's a matchup right there.
Defense, number 39. Ball replaced to the spot of foul. First down open.
You know, it's a really good adjustment by Bill Musgrave. What does he do? They're so depleted in that secondary, and even at linebacker right now, you spread them out, put all your wide receivers on the field, force them to go to Torian Nixon, who really wasn't even on the roster until all these injuries hit. And there you go, the inexperience shows.
And he's covering a guy who would be like your number 5 guy on the depth chart, and Johnny Holton, a rookie from Cincinnati, a free agent.
But when you like your 4 and 5 guys better than their 4 and 5 guys, get them out there.
Yep. It's a matchup you want.
Yeah.
1st and goal.
6 offensive linemen again.
pass incomplete and dropped. Crabtree, another flag is thrown. And Chris Harris and Ward are going, oh, come on.
Prior to the pass, holding, defense, number 26. Penalties half a distance to the goal line. First down, Oakland.
He said Darian Stewart. I'm not sure. Maybe now he's looking at 25.
25.
Yeah,
25.
Harris.
Right here. And when you play all this man coverage, a little tug of the jersey. I wouldn't want to make my living playing defense right now.
Raiders trying to make it a 3-possession lead. First and goal. Fade, and that's incomplete. Intended for Andre Holmes. Had a nice night, especially on special teams. Harris covering, and it'll be second down and goal.
You know, for me right now, and I know they've got the one-on-one coverage and they get the matchup they like, but your offensive line is completely dominating on the left side. You got 4 shots at it here to put this game away. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I've been watching one side all night. That's the left side of that line, moving everything forward into the end zone from here.
I'm with you, brother. Again, they're going to throw a fade. And here comes another flag. And
maybe
Harris
that's
is going,
why.
How do you want me to play, Harris? He wants to know. Amari Cooper was the intended receiver, and that'll be first and goal.
Defense, number 25. The ball we place at the 1-yard line. First down, Oakland.
Well, that would be pass interference. That's a good call.
Correctamundo. There is Bill Musgrave running the offense.
I tell you, this is a good-looking team, Al. They can play power football, they can throw it, and their defense has had a night tonight.
To the middle, in he goes. Touchdown, Oakland. So they get the ball on the turnover, then they get the overrule on the would-be interception and go in 39 yards, helped by a couple of penalties.
Well, if we have game balls to give out, I hope somebody on that offensive left side is going to get something, because they have done a job. It has been one of those nights where you could basically walk to the line of scrimmage and say, we're running right here. And don't cry about it. That's where we're going.
Janikowski. So Murray tonight has gained 104 yards. He has scored 3 touchdowns, all of them on 1-yard runs. And it was 6:09 to go. It's 30-13 Raiders.
There's just a mass amount of data in this business. Trey Brown, director of college scouting. You know, you got to have a powerful laptop. We're trying to find the prospects that are going to make us better. You look at the athleticism, the speed, the explosiveness. The Surface Pro allows us to be everywhere. We're on the field, in the classroom. It's fast, it's powerful. I can write right on the screen. I couldn't do that on the Mac. At the end of the day, we're trying to find the players that are going to give us the opportunity to win championships.
I spent 22 years in the Air Force, and I was a Republican for every one of them. I was rationalizing Donald Trump's behaviors until I heard that tape. That was the last straw. I don't want my granddaughter thinking it's okay to be treated that way, and my grandson growing up thinking that's how you should treat women. That scares me. That scares me a lot. So Hillary's got my vote. We don't see eye to eye on everything, but she's strong, and I respect her. And she's someone that my grandkids can respect, too.
I'm Hillary Clinton, and I approve this message.
Welcome. Hi. Today we're going to be comparing the roll-formed, high-strength steel bed of the Chevy Silverado to the aluminum bed of this competitor's truck. We're going to grab that empty toolbox for me. Let's start here with the aluminum bed.
That's a big hole. Huge. We got Swiss cheese for a truck here. I'm curious to see if that will do the same thing with the Chevy.
Well, let's find out. Same spot, same angle, same empty toolbox.
took it way better.
The steel held up.
Silverado proved it is the toughest truck here.
Ripped from the headlines.
This is a hate crime. It's 2016, for God's sakes.
A special episode of SVU about one of the most sensitive issues of our time. It will have you guessing until the very end. New SVU, Wednesday on NBC.
With NFL Game Pass, replay the games you missed with condensed games in 45 minutes or the full broadcast version. So you can get the new midseason offer. NFL.com/Game Pass. Ray Chester. A lot of old Raiders.
Smiling right now.
Yeah, hanging around. Thinking about playing Springsteen's glory days. Touchback here. And Denver down by 17 with the ball.
This is the new 2017 Chevy Cruze. I'm only going to show you half of it. What do you think?
I think it looks very sleek.
The lights remind me of Audi lights.
And it starts at $22,190.
Nice.
But there's another side to this car.
Oh, wow.
Love
This is the first ever Chevy Cruze hatch.
Well, that's impressive.
Wow.
So check it out.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I do like it a lot.
Now that you know it's a hatchback, what does it make you think of?
A young professional / weekend warrior. The whole business in the front, party in the back sort of thing.
Good is in every Blue Diamond almond. A good that comes in 20 flavors, from whole natural to wasabi and soy sauce. And once good gets going, there's no stopping it. Get your good going. Blue Diamond almonds.
Upgrade season's here. I got my new iPhone 7 from Sprint.
Sprint? I'm hearing good things about the network.
All the networks are great now. We're talking within a 1% difference in reliability of each other. And Sprint saves you 50% on most current national carrier rates. And if you got 1% more haircut than me today, would you really pay twice as much?
No, I wouldn't.
Copy that.
Switch to Sprint and get iPhone 7, plus save 50% off most current national carrier rates. Don't let a 1% difference cost you twice as much.
Woo!
Live from New York, it's Saturday night! Attention voters, the night before the election, don't miss Saturday Night Live's 2016 election special.
I can do more than just grab it.
What do? Tomorrow on NBC.
Latavius Murray, it's been 6 years since a Raider running back scored 3 touchdowns in a game. Darren McFadden, the last to do it. Their running game has been great. Denver's has been basically non-existent. And Siemian throws and starts to strive with the first down as Sanders makes the catch. And they will have to go no huddle. Gain of 11 yards. Ball at the 36-yard line. Under 6 to play in regulation. And we've got false start here being signaled against Denver.
False start. Offense number 88. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
You know, the Broncos are 6-2, but you know, you and I think are in agreement. It was a 6-2 that didn't feel like a 6-2, and now they're on the cusp of going 6-3, and they got some issues to deal with here.
12 rushes, 33 yards, whatever. I mean, they got beat up tonight, Al. I don't know how to say it. It's just old-fashioned football.
First and 15, and this is Bibbs. And Bibbs has it into Oakland territory. Bibbs getting a block from Sanders, or at least a cutoff, inside the 15, the 10, and Bibbs goes all the way. Touchdown. Kapri Bibbs. That's 69 yards. Like the old Ms. Pac-Man machine.
It felt like it took about 30 seconds, but he got it done. Great job by the offensive lineman getting out in front of that screen pass and making some blocks. Watch him get out in front here. First one's going to come from Garcia right there. Paradis gets one, and here we go. And now it's just really an individual effort by Kapri Bibbs.
And that stills the crowd, at least for the moment. McManus bangs it through to at least get Denver back into the game. It's 30-20 with 5:18.
This is about as good as some of the David Johnson runs we've seen. I mean, he broke a few tackles, made a few cuts, and just wasn't going to stop until he got to the end zone. And with the way they've struggled tonight, maybe this earns him a few brownie points and a few carries.
Free agent, played his college football up at Fort Collins at Colorado State. Had only 6 carries.
And 1 catch coming
in the game. Yeah, and 1 catch and 69 yards.
Football's a funny thing here. Now what do you do? Do you go onside kick here, or do you just play it straight up?
Broncos were talking about the future. Next week they go down to the Superdome. Then they have a bye. Then Kansas City comes to Denver. At Jacksonville and at Tennessee, so 2 road games in the AFC South. The Patriots go there week 15. At Kansas City, which is a Christmas game on NBC. And then the season will end with Oakland at Denver.
I think Denver will be okay as long as Aqib Talib comes back. If that back keeps being an issue, that really took away something tonight. Couldn't you just feel they weren't nearly as dominant on the defensive side in the secondary?
Absolutely. And Kayvon Webster sees a lot of action as well. You know, Marshall with that hamstring, we'll see about that. Wolf is out of the game right now. A lot of stuff going on.
Oh, nice play. Nice play. They should be able to pin him back here.
To the 4-yard line, Tywan Jones brings it back to the 19, and we go to Michelle.
Well, Al, after going undrafted, Kapri Bibbs spent the last 2 years on Denver's practice squad, and he told me he's not just hungry, he is, quote, starving to play more. He said, I have so many big expectations. I see myself as potentially one of the best backs in the game. Sometimes it doesn't happen overnight, but I don't question the process.
Michelle may have just earned a meal ticket. 69-yard catch and run.
Now he's Trevor Siemian's best friend. That makes Trevor's stat line looks a whole lot better.
Now the Raiders, and they can start thinking about the clock as well here. To the outside goes Murray, gets around the corner. That'll be a first down, and he wants to stay in bounds, which he does. Harris makes the tackle, and we'll tick down under 5 minutes to play.
Well, I'm just going to tell you, you really only have to watch from here over, because that's the only place you're going to do. But watch this jump cut here by Murray. Almost went in reverse to get outside and ran right around a speedy Chris Harris to pick up the first down.
Gain of 13 yards. Averaging about 6 yards per carry tonight. Of course, that's helped along by that 42-yard run. 3 one-yard touchdowns. Feed him again, and this time he runs smack into big old Sylvester Williams at 6'2" and 313.
So they try to flip the formation over, and right here Sylvester Williams just going to sneak right around. So for the first time in a long time, they tried to run to the right side, and that went backwards. Sylvester Williams had a few good moves inside there. He's had a good game.
Sylvester Williams, 4th year out of North Carolina. He was the #1 pick in 13. Now Richard comes into the game as the running back on 2nd down and 13. And Carr using all of the play clock. And Richard up to the 34-yard line. So now it'll be 3rd down, and Denver is going to take a timeout here prior to a 3rd and 8. So Denver has 2 timeouts remaining. Remaining schedule for the Raiders, they are off next week, so some of them may be going to Vegas anyway. And then the Houston game is in Mexico City, even though it's a Raider home game, neutral site. Carolina and Buffalo come in here. And 3 of the last 4 on the road, all in the division, at KC, at San Diego. Indianapolis comes here in the penultimate week, and they go to Denver to wrap up the season. You were in penultimate in Florida, didn't you?
The one before, right? The penultimate step in the long jump is the one that sets up the last step.
You know, you succeeded John Madden. It was like, you know, Mantle succeeding DiMaggio. I'm so proud of you.
I got 1 out of 100.
3rd down and 8 after the timeout from the 34-yard line. Carr fires, and that's going to be a 1st down as Cooper makes the catch before he steps out of bounds with 3.5. And they can take a lot more time off the clock now.
You got the play of the game right there, and so they're going to bring pressure here. They're going to bring it, but over here on the outside, they're going to play about 15 yards off and just give them the outcut. I mean, you have to be able to pressure that. I think on that 3rd down play, that was the play of the game right there, and it was a layup.
And Roby playing way back.
Yeah, I just gave it to him. I mean, you've got to get, if you're going to pressure and play like that, you just have to get up in their face and give that pressure a chance to get there.
It's like you don't know the game situation. 8 yards, got a 1st down. Now they can take time off the clock again, and you got DeAndre Washington with a penalty. 104 yards.
Offense number 70, 10-yard penalty. Replay 1st down.
104 yards of penalties against Denver tonight.
Simply said, wow. I drove him back 4 yards, and then at the end, I gave him a little tug, and that was it. Watch him right here. Driving back, and then at the very end, Todd Davis able to escape, and they saw the little grab. Heck of a game, though, by Yosemite tonight.
Tremendous. Look at that. Last week, 23 penalties. Tonight, they won the Lady Bing Award. Only 8 for 72 yards. 1st and 20.
Down. 52.
From the 33-yard line. Big hole to the 40-yard line. Richard.
It's a new way to attack this time. And this is that left side of that offensive line. We have seen it all night. The double teams, Osemele and Penn, Osemele and Hudson. Just one-twoing, fullback coming through there, Jameis, Olawale. And they've just gotten it done. You know, there's some nights that you turn on Sunday Night Football and it's these beautiful passes, and then some nights it's just bang, 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 and an offensive line takes over. And it's a little bit like Coach Madden's teams. They just line up and say, hey, here we go.
And we're talking about, Upshaw and Shell, of course, when you think about the glory days, they played on the left side. Both in the Hall of Fame. Denver took a timeout, so they're down to just 1 left. 2nd and 14. And we'll take more time off the clock on a gain out to the 42 by Richard. A lot of Raider alumni. Willie Brown, the great cornerback. Really dapper. Otis Sistrunk, defensive lineman. Lester Hayes. They'll stick him tonight. And you got Tom Flores on the left and Jim Plunkett on the right and Fred Biletnikoff. Man, oh man, I tell you what, this may be an old relic, this Coliseum here, but you talking about some of the games that have been played here, the Sea of Hands.
Some of the great memories I have really of growing up watching football. They all seem like the Raiders were involved in one way or another.
Sea of Hands game with Clarence Davis making the catch, Miami against Oakland in the divisional playoff. This was where the Heidi game was played, where NBC went to a commercial and to Heidi and missed one of the great comebacks of all time. George Blanda with a lot of heroics in this yard. 3rd and 11. Not to speak of Reggie Jackson and Catfish Hunter and Vida Blue. So the place has been around since 1966.
Yeah, how about that one year George Blanda had? We made all the game-winning kicks and then came in and quarterback and throwing touchdown passes. It was, and I think he was in his 40s at that time.
Oh, he was for sure. So now Norwood is back. Denver's going to get the ball. Of course, they're down by 10. So if you're going to come from behind, you can do it either way. You go field goal, touchdown, or touchdown, field goal, touchdown. Of course, would whatever it is, whichever way they would score first, you'd see an onside kick. And right now, they will let the Raiders will the clock run all the way down and take a timeout. So the Raiders revival again. Reggie McKenzie done a heck of a job.
especially with some of the free agents he's brought in here. I mean, you look at what they've done just through free agency. Michael Crabtree, Donald Penn, Kelechi Osemele, Rodney Hudson, that whole left side of that offensive line, Sean Smith, Reggie Nelson, Bruce Irvin, David Amerson, some of their best players on this team through free agency, and Reggie McKenzie.
Marquette King, the short line drive caught at the 15-yard line by Norwood. And Norwood will bring it back out to the 29. So Denver does not have a timeout. Clock will stop, obviously, the 2-minute warning, and they've got 2:20 to somehow try to manufacture 10 points.
You know, the Broncos defense had not allowed a 200-yard rushing day since week 16 of 2014. To give you some idea, I mean, we have to remember this has been, if not the best defense, certainly one of the best defenses in the league. And yes, some injuries, but still a very impressive outing.
Right, 221 rushing yards tonight against that Denver D. And let's see what Siemian can do here from the 28. He starts with a pass that is almost intercepted. It's Reggie Nelson, 10th year, came over from Cincinnati as one of those free agent pickups. Almost picked it, 2nd and 10.
Good safeties on this team. Reggie Nelson had 8 interceptions a year ago, tied for first in the league, and then they draft Carl Joseph to come over, and the 2 leading tacklers on this team are both the safeties. And for Carl Joseph, even more impressive because he didn't start until week 3.
Flushed out. Siemian keeps his eyes downfield and nothing doing downfield. 3rd down and 10. Darius Latham chased him out. 3rd and 10.
And Bruce Irvin really caused that by driving his old teammate Russell Okung right back into the quarterback and just flushed Trevor Siemian out. Coming right through here. The bull rush.
So 3rd and 10. Clearly at a point in the game where they'd have to go for it on 4th down. No timeouts. 2:10 left. Siemian throwing, and that is not interference there. Demarius Thomas blanketed by T.J. Carey, all legal, and it's 4th down.
Well, these two, this is kind of how that one really good drive that Denver had got started on a play just like that, but T.J. Carey has bounced back. You know, a lot of this, you have to think back. No interference on that one. To Emmanuel Sanders in that one shot he had at the goal line.
Couldn't corral it at the 1. 4th and 10. Last gasp. And it's intercepted. And this time Nelson does get the pick. At the 44-yard line. So he almost had one. Even if he dropped it, wouldn't have mattered. They would have turned it over on downs. 2-minute warning. They can run the clock out. And the Oakland Raiders on the verge of going into first place.
And then we're gonna finish Chris's science project.
Oh yeah, it turned out all right.
Tell me about your mountain.
Sticking to the newspaper for some reason.
Oh.
Hey, we have a surprise for you.
What's going on here? Hey, whoa, man.
Hey, how you doing?
Dad, we heard you're a big Cowboys fan.
Yeah, I'm a big Cowboys fan.
We appreciate your service, man. I know you miss your family, but thank you for all you're doing out there. Now, whose jersey are you gonna be wearing?
I gotta go with Jason.
Tomorrow night, it's almost here, America. Don't miss a second of the Voice Live Playoff event.
I'm going to live.
In a Voice First, the top 20 will become the top 12 in one night.
You can win this thing.
So grab your apps.
That just blew my mind.
Because the performances and eliminations will happen live in real time.
You were born to show people what love sounds like.
The Voice Special Live Playoff event tomorrow on NBC. And catch up on demand.
Major victory for conservative thought in America, too close to call.
President Obama, the projected winner.
When history is in the making, wake up to everything that counts only on Today.
Oh, Sunday night. Oh, Sunday night.
Seahawks and Patriots from Foxborough. And Melissa Horton up in the booth wants me to tell you, coming up after the game, it's the Volkswagen post-game report. Michelle on the field, per usual, stars of the game. Mike, Tony, and Mike break it down, give you NFL news as well, and look ahead to that matchup next Sunday night. That will be a beauty. So the Oakland Raiders can go to victory formation.
There's
Mark
a happy
Davis.
guy.
Yep. Been a long time. I mean, think about it. The last time the Raiders played a postseason game was the Super Bowl against Tampa Bay, where they were routed in San Diego following the 0-2 season. And John Elway will fly home with his team tonight. They'll drop to 6-3, going to third place in the division behind Oakland and Kansas City. Regroup and go to New Orleans. Gary Kubiak, good to see him in good health, though. Gary, of course, had to miss one game in San Diego a few weeks ago with migraines.
It was interesting, though, to talk with Jack Del Rio, and as part of the interview process, he went to Mark Davis and he said, I got to know, are you going to make the investment? He said, because we have to redo the whole thing. We have to have a better practice field. We have to have a better locker room. We have to have a better parking lot for our guys to park in. I was like, a better parking lot? The whole thing had to be better. And Jack said that Mark Davis said, yes, I'll do it. He's lived up to it, and it's worked perfectly. Boy, what a team they've got. This is a good-looking football team right now.
Very. I mean, think about it. They won 5 road games. Every one of those games started at 10 in the morning body time. I mean, when that schedule came out, they had to hate it. And they went and ran the table on those 5 games. Now they're 2-2 at home. Bye week. Next stop, Mexico against the Houston Texans. And the Oakland Raiders go to 7-2 and are in first place in the AFC West.
And they got a performance out of their defense. You know, let's not forget the performance this defense put on. Gave up that one big long play and one good drive in the first half. But other than that, pretty much locked down.
Raiders lead from start to finish. We're at 30-20. Volkswagen post-game report on the other side of the break.
Tomorrow night, it's almost here, America. Don't miss a second of the Voice Live playoff event.
I'm going to Voice!
In a Voice first, the top 20 will become the top 12 in one night.
You can win this thing.
So grab your apps.
That just blew my mind.
Because the performances and eliminations will happen live in real time.
You were born to show people what love sounds like.
The Voice Special Live Playoff event tomorrow on NBC. And catch up on demand.
At Sullivan University, we believe in second chances. So whether you skipped college after high school or started a degree but never finished, we believe that you can get that degree here. Classes you can take here or online, days or evenings, even weekends. With instructors who take a personal interest in your success. Contact the local university that believes in you. Enroll today. See all the ways that we believe in you at sullivan.edu/believe.
I'm back at Total Wine & More, and I could not be more excited. These guys have over 8,000 wines, 3,000 spirits, and 2,500 beers. So far, I've counted over 1,000 beers.
Yes, we have hundreds of IPAs, seasonal beers, Belgians, and ales.
I love this guy. To beer or not to beer? To beer. Next week, spirits.
Discover our incredible selection of beer, wine, and spirits. Total Wine & More, now open at Paddock Shops. Please drink responsibly.
I want to be a congressman.
Where, son? Trey, you're a Tennessee boy. That's too cold. That's Canada, Trey.
Yeah, Indiana. Don't we own a company there?
Yeah, those Hoosiers gave us nearly $1 million in tax breaks, and we tried to stiff them on property taxes.
Indiana. It's almost like home.
DCCC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
When you're looking for emergency care, it's important to choose the right door. Through our doors, your treatment begins right away as an experienced nurse determines the level of care you need. With our new approach to ER care, you see a provider in half the time. so you can get in and out and back to life. Kentucky One Health, the one name in emergency care.
Accurate and precise. When it comes to weather, Kevin called it.
Welcome to the Volkswagen Golf All-Track Post-Game Report. Here now, Mike Tirico.
First time this late in the season since 2011. The Raiders are alone in first place in the AFC West. They beat Denver 30-20, and they really dominated this game and controlled it. They had the ball 2/3 of the game, over 40 minutes in time of possession and nearly 400 yards. Very complete effort as a depleted Denver defense could not hold up against the Raiders. Game balls, well, strong performances, especially from that Oakland running game. Latavius Murray, his first career 3-touchdown game, 114 yards. Donald Penn helping lead the way for the impressive 218 rushing yards. And Khalil Mack, their big name on defense, coming up with a strong game. They get the game balls and a visit with Michelle Tafoya.
Mike, thank you. Latavius, 3 rushing touchdowns in a single game for the first time in your career and your first 100-yard game of the season. What was working so well in the running game tonight?
It started with these guys, man. The line really created a new line of scrimmage for me. Got me to the second level. And we were just able to run the ball all day. You know, that's what we wanted to do when we came in here, and we were able to do that.
You were able to shake a bunch of tackles, get that extra yardage. Why was it working for you so specifically?
I think I just got in a rhythm today. You know, we needed this one, and so, again, they left it up to us to run the rock. We know we needed that to go out there and win, and so the guys got me to the second level, and I had to make some defenders miss.
You came into this game tied atop the division. You beat the defending Super Bowl champs. What does this win tell you about where this team is?
I mean, we're going forward. You know, this is a new team, new mindset. So we just want to keep getting better every day, keep getting better each week. And, you know, tonight we got a good win, but we got to keep working. We're only halfway there.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Let's go to the offensive line. Donald Penn, you guys paved the way for 200 yards on the ground. What was special about the way you guys worked out there together?
I mean, we knew they were a great front, and we knew we had to run the ball to slow down the pass rushers, and we knew we were going to wear them down as the game went. And, you know, Tate did a great job making us look good. He hit those holes hard, and our 2 young running backs did a great job of hitting them holes and making us look good. But, you know, we're a good offensive line, and, you know, we knew we had to put it on our shoulders, and they made us look good.
Well, you held off a defense that was tied for the lead in sacks in the NFL. Why was the pass protection so effective?
I mean, we've been protecting good all year. You know, we don't get enough credit for it, but our offensive line, we've been working hard. And, you know, Derek does a great job of getting rid of the ball. Our receivers do a great job of getting open, and we had a great plan, and everybody executed. We had chips from our running backs and tight ends. It was a team effort.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Defensively, let's turn to Khalil Mack, who had 2 sacks on the night. This team you guys came in ranked 31st in total defense.
Yeah.
Why were the results so much different tonight?
Our coaches, man. Our coaches, preparation for the week. We knew we were going to get. We knew we had to stop the run first to keep this team one-dimensional. And it was a good effort on all cylinders.
Khalil, you and your quarterback, Derek, came in the same year. And you talked about changing the culture of this team. And now you look at where you are tonight. What does that tell you about the effort you've put in?
Oh, man, hard work pays off. But at the same time, it's not over. It's not over. We're going to keep pushing. And me and Derek, man, you talk about he's a great leader, man. You got that boy on the opposite side of the ball. They're playing very well, and I'm blessed to be here and trying to make it happen.
Congratulations on the win.
Thank you so much, Michelle.
Mike?
All right, Michelle, thank you. And you mentioned Derek Carr, who has started every game since he and Mack came in that draft class in 2014. Look at the euphoria. He heaved the deep ball in celebration after the game up towards the second deck here at the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum. It's a feel-good night for the Raiders. 3 wins in Carr's rookie year, 7 last year, and already 7 wins this year. They're tied right now with New England and Dallas for most wins in the NFL as we bring in Tony Dungy. Coach, on Football Night in America, we asked, how would Oakland handle this really biggest game that these guys have played? In your opinion, how'd they do it tonight?
Well, they handled it very well, Mike, and they did it with old-school Raider football. It was the offensive line taking care of business, running left especially, and it just reminded me of the old-time Raiders when they would put Upshaw, Shell, and Casper on that left side and just keep pounding you. That's what they did. They controlled the game that way. And then the other side of the ball, you heard Khalil Mack say we had to come out and make them one-dimensional. Their defensive line did that. Denver could not run the football at all tonight, and that's really how Oakland took care of the game and dominated with those front lines, offensively and defensively. It was very, very impressive tonight.
And Denver building some nicks on the defensive side, Coach. Remember, they go to New Orleans, and the Saints are second in the league, scoring 30 points a game. So they'll face Drew Brees in the Dome on Sunday. Thank you, Tony. Let's flip it over now to Mike Florio of ProFootballTalk.com. It was a busy day here in the state of California. 4 games, including the Panthers beating the Rams at the Coliseum in L.A. Cam Newton was sacked 5 times, Mike. They only put up 13 points. Remember all the conversation? He wasn't feeling protected in the pocket. He spoke with Commissioner Roger Goodell about that issue this week. What's the update there and what played out today?
Well, Mike, I'm told that the commissioner admitted to Cam Newton that there is inconsistency among the various referees on the meaning of the term forcible. That's the key word in the rules regarding what you can and can't do to a quarterback beyond that strike zone, above the shoulders and at or below the knees. And as we saw it today, looked like a couple of forcible hits that were applied to Cam Newton's head, one by Aaron Donald, another by Mark Barron of the Rams. No flags thrown, so more work needs to be done to get those referees all on that same page and get a consistent application of the term forcible, whether it's Cam Newton or any other quarterback in the NFL, Mike.
Carolina did get the win, although wasn't pretty. 3-5, a couple of games out in the NFC South. Mike, thank you. You can catch Mike tomorrow morning on Pro Football Talk Live from 7 to 9 Eastern, followed by the Dan Patrick Show from 9 to noon. Final line on the Raiders' 10-point win with Alan Chris in a moment.
Oh, the fishes will laugh as they swim out of the path, and the seagulls, they'll be smiling, and the rocks on the sand.
So peaceful up here.
Yeah.
Introducing the new turbocharged Volkswagen All-Track with 4Motion all-wheel drive, soon to be everywhere.
Hey, I'm Paul, and I used to ask if you could hear me now with Verizon. Not anymore. I'm with Sprint now, because guess what? It's 2016 and every network is great. In fact, Sprint's reliability is now within 1% of Verizon. And Sprint saves you 50% on most Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile rates. So I switched to Sprint, and millions more have too. Can you hear that?
Don't let a 1% difference cost you twice as much. Switch to Sprint and save 50% today.
Buy one, get one wings are the best.
There's nothing like the taste of free, right?
Yeah.
For me, it's like the taste of a sweet, flavorful heat that doesn't overwhelm the palate.
To me, it tastes more like my garlic Parmesan wings.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. You know what? That does taste pretty free.
Yeah, any more of these free wings, I might have to start charging you.
I'm just eating the free ones. No harm.
Free tastes pretty good with buy one, get one wings Monday through Thursday, 5 p.m. to close. And try our new holiday pecan pie flavor funnel. This is how you Sonic.
I'm here in Bristol, Virginia, and now I'm in Bristol, Tennessee. On this side of the road is Virginia, and on this side, it's Tennessee. No matter which state in the country you live in, you could save hundreds on car insurance by switching to Geico. Look, I'm in Virginia. I'm in Tennessee. Virginia, Tennessee. And now I'm in, Virginia.
See how much you could save on car insurance.
Or am I in Tennessee?
Welcome back to the Volkswagen Golf All-Track Post-Game Report.
Fantastic finish coming up in Super Bowl 49. Intercepted at the goal line by Malcolm Butler. Unreal. Oh, yeah. In Glendale, Arizona, February 2 years ago. So you've got Seattle going against New England. Fast forward now to what's happening right now. Seattle plays tomorrow night. They're 4-2-1 on top in the NFC West. New England, 7-1, keep on rolling. I mean, Tom Brady is just ageless.
Yeah, he's been almost perfect this season, and the one team that you just think maybe could slow him down a little bit, the Seattle Seahawks defense and all that they bring to the table. It was a great matchup in the Super Bowl. It's a great matchup now. I think I could watch it every week.
Yeah, we'll have that next week in Foxborough. Meanwhile, the Oakland Raiders tonight. Do you realize